right, boss, it's time to find out who is the number one contender in the very competitive middleweight division at Pride Fighting Championships. Ricardo Arona is in the ring awaiting his opponent, Quinton Rampage Jackson, who will be seeing action for the first time since breaking his hand against Ikuhisa Minowa at Shockwave 2003. In a recent interview at PuroWrestlePower.com, Jackson said his hand was 80%, so it's not yet at 100%, but he wants that belt very, very badly.
Yes, he does. And the coolest thing was at the moment when they announced that he was going to come, the people here in the audience start howling. All the people starting, "Ow!"
And we want to wish Quinton Rampage Jackson a happy 26th birthday today, and imagine what a birthday present it would be if he were to defeat Ricardo Arona. The celebration afterwards would be one for the books. And while we have a moment, boss, Quinton Jackson wanted to wish a very happy day to his 4-year-old son, D'Angelo. Of course, he is a father, being Father's Day as well. And also, he wants to thank the many people who support him back home. People like Lord & Sons Construction, Jim Santaniello, Shorty, OCTattoo.com, Dragon Life Productions, FightingSportsGear.com, and Unbreakable Mouthpieces. And also don't forget Quinton Rampage Jackson has a new DVD out, Rampage Unchained Volume 1, which is available at RampageJackson.com. The most charismatic MMA star out there today, the best promo man in the business, and tonight he has his sights set on the number one contender.
He looks very serious, and as you can see Colin Oyama behind him, everybody is hyped for this match. It's very important, like you said, Mauro, because whoever wins this match, it's a setup match to fight Vanderlei Silva for the title. The tension in this place, you can feel it. You can feel it. What is going to happen? Can Arona take down Quinton Jackson? And can Quinton Jackson knock out Arona? That's the question of the night.
Now this fight was supposed to take place at Total Elimination 2003 in the first round of the middleweight tournament. At that time, Arona was hurt with a foot injury. He's now 100%. So both of them are coming off injuries, but both of them as well know how important this match is to each of their careers.
Wow. Now let's wait for the announcer.
これより第1試合を行います。青コーナー180センチ、91.3キロ。ヒカルド・アローナ
Arona's 25, 5'11", 200 pounds, undefeated in Pride with a record of 3-0.
赤コーナー185センチ、92.9キロ。クイントン・ランページ
Jackson celebrating his 26th birthday today, 6'1", 205 pounds with a record of 8-3 in Pride FC.
Both fighters have the utmost respect for each other. They said in the interviews, but both of them know that they have to win this fight in order to fight Vanderlei Silva. And for Arona, it was a wish come true, yeah, and everybody knows. For Quinton, of course, he wants revenge. That's the only thing on his mind.
Arona was quoted in Brazil as saying he would submit Jackson here at Critical Countdown. Jackson, of course, very explosive, known for his excellent wrestling skills, and they don't call him the king of the slam for nothing. A trademark, those devastating Jackson slams.
Nice left kick there to the inside thigh of Jackson.
Jackson with a shot to the body. Arona backpedaling. Going through a feeling out process here in the early stages of round one. Another nice leg kick delivered by Arona.
Yep, this time with the right. So he knows to kick left and right, as he told us in the interviews that he was going to do.
Of course, Arona very good on the ground, but they say that his striking has improved. And if he wants to engage in a stand-up war with a guy like Rampage Jackson, his striking will have to be at its best.
Whoop, there he goes for the takedown.
Knee delivered by Arona, standing guard.
He has his
Body
guard
lock.
close, which is very important. Quinton shouldn't slam, shouldn't do anything. Just stand up, so Arona's guard is going to get tired, and hopefully he opens his guard, because he cannot slam him right now. He cannot stick. This is a dangerous position for Quinton.
Stop! Don't move! Stop! Don't move!
They're going to restart this in the center of the ring, because they were too close to the corner or the ropes. It doesn't matter where you are. When you are too close to the corner or to the ropes, they restart you in the center of the ring, which I think is a very good rule here at the Pride Fighting Championships.
Arona defeated in Pride at 3-0, 8-1 in MMA. His only loss was to Fyodor Emelianenko at the 2000 Rings King of Kings tournament. Jackson, of course, has faced many MMA superstars with a tremendous record in Pride. And again, both these fighters have that #1 spot when it comes to challenges for Vanderlei Silva's belt in their sights.
Yeah, you saw Arona already catching an arm, holding an arm. Look, here's what he's doing. He's going
Trying to
already.
go for
Armbar
it.
coming up. That's an armbar.
Trying to go for an armbar, but Jackson quick to get back to his feet.
He should just stand up. Don't play a game, jiu-jitsu game, with a guy who's doing jiu-jitsu since he was 6 years old.
And we saw this in the opening bell between Sakuraba and Shembri, the Brazilian, on the ground in the butt scoop position. His opponent on his feet, and the referee will be bringing them back up to a vertical base. Shembri now comes ahead with a left to right. There's a nice high kick.
That kick to the body was a liver kick, as I always say. Okay, guys, for your home, leave a shot so you can drink one.
Nice shot to the body by Jackson.
Good takedown defense with a knee to the head.
Arona was going for the takedown, and Jackson met him with a knee.
Yep, it nearly hit him. You do not want to get hit with that knee. Look at him, how he sets things up. Arona's waiting. If Quinton gets too overconfident, Arona might get a takedown.
No, with Jackson's defense, there's no way. I mean, it's almost impossible to take Quinton Jackson down, and he ends up in the closed guard of Ricardo Arona.
And again, right now he has to watch out. As soon as he feels a grip, look, when he grabs his wrist, watch out. Armbar, triangle choke, everything is going to come up.
Of course, for Arona, this is where he's most comfortable, is on the ground. An Abu Dhabi submission wrestling veteran.
He's going to go for a right armbar, right arm on Quinton. You see, he's locking it up. He's acting like he's not grabbing it, he's just holding it, so it doesn't really show that he's setting it up. He's going to skip his hips out. Watch, you see? He's grabbing the leg already. Yep, he's going definitely, not anymore, but he will go for that right arm of Quinton Jackson. Watch, here we go again.
Jackson needs to posture up. He was hitting him with some shots to the body, hopefully opening the upstairs. There you go with some shots to the head.
You're calling it, man. Very good, Mauro.
Hey, I learned from the best, Bazito.
Body, head. There you go.
I don't still owe you money for those books, by the way, right? Those were a gift?
They were a gift
Boss
right
Room
now.
Books of Combat?
Yes, they were.
Okay, thank you. Jackson remains in the close guard of Arona. And really, what does Jackson have to do here, boss? I mean, Arona obviously trying to set up a submission from the bottom, but Jackson not doing too much from the top.
Just make sure he's going to go again for that right arm. Yes, you see? Now he can do two things. He can pass Quinton's arm and go for a triangle. You see what he's doing now?
There it is. He's
going
going for
triangle.
that.
And otherwise he goes for an arm.
Oh, and Jackson's hit with those kicks. And he may indeed be rattled. Quinton Jackson was just rocked with those kicks, and
He's
Arona
bleeding.
thinks he's out.
I think he's bleeding. Oh, no.
Arona's yelling out to the referee that he thought he might be out. But Jackson is regaining his faculties. But man, those kicks from the bottom by Arona found their target and rattled the brain of Quinton Rampage Jackson in this, the first round.
And what a round it is. That's action. Quinton Jackson, to come back to your question, what should Quinton Jackson do is make sure that, both arms are in, both arms are out. Like I said in the last fight, create distance, start hitting. Go for the body, then for the head, or vice versa, of course.
And he's done that sporadically in the guard. But Arona, and we've seen this on many occasions, they say he has the habit of fighting safe at times. And he's not exactly safe here as he's going for the submissions, but he's can be a passive fighter. And sometimes that is frustrating and very hard to fight against, isn't it, boss?
It is, and that submission might not be a real submission, but it's a nice setup for a straight armbar, you know, to get the attention away from the right armbar, left armbar, and then go for a right. Look what he's doing. He's going for a reverse figure four, I think. Let me see. Can't see it in the camera angle. Here, no.
Give up? No.
He's asking, do you give up? But I mean, there is no submission there.
The look on Jackson's face says, "Are you crazy?" The look of incredulity on his face.
You see, he's constantly locking his arm up. What Arona should do is try to go one time for the other arm. Obviously, his favorite arm to attack is Quinton's right arm.
And really, for Jackson, he's probably just
now go for the left. Now
waiting
go for the left.
for the referee to bring this back to their feet, because Jackson doesn't seem to want to do much in terms of trying to escape the guard even right now, boss.
He just should get up, push his body upwards.
Yeah, drive
and then
drive the air out of the midsection.
Armbar coming up again now. This time on the right arm again. No, hold, reverse him. He could not. Yes.
Looking for the sweep was Arona.
Quinton cannot let Arona on top. Then it would be a very dangerous situation.
Drops a hammer strike, but not much damage. Now goes to the body.
He should just
there to the top.
Create distance. He should push himself a little bit more upwards so he can start raining straight to the heads too.
Not posturing whatsoever, and now Arona underneath there, setting up.
Trying to go for a
guillotine from the bottom.
But that's not going to work.
No, not from that position.
Triangle choke. Quinton should explode out now. Oh no, he still has his arm in. He should push his right arm through, or he should move to the left side.
And there's always the danger from this position that a guy like Jackson will just pick you up and slam you to the ground.
Now he's going to go for an armbar. Watch this. He's going to go for Jackson's left armbar. He's going to go. Jackson still has his
triangle choke area there.
No, it's dangerous. He's got to get out.
Then I told you, he picked him up and slammed him to the ground.
He's out. He's out. He knocked him out. Unbelievable.
Electrifying turn of events. We were just speculating, and it came true. Quinton Rampage Jackson with a trademark slam knocks out Ricardo Arona at 7 minutes and 32 seconds of round number 1. And he is now the number 1 contender for the Pride Middleweight Championship.
Did you see how high he slammed him up all the way up to the sky, and he rammed him, slammed him down on his head? Look at the cut. It couldn't come in a better time because Quinton has obviously received a big cut above his right eye, and that could have stopped the fight. Look at this.
You know, many people ask us and ask Quinton when there is the opportunity to slam, and Quinton Jackson says he never plans it.
That is the kick. Yeah, the doctors are already inside the ring. They're looking at it. Safety first, ladies. And look at this now. Watch how high he picks him up. It's unbelievable. Look how high. All the way. Oh, he knocks him out.
And remember, we said Arona was busy going for the triangle choke, but against a guy like Jackson that also sets him up for something like this. A high-angle power bomb-like slam, and it's lights out for Ricardo Arona at critical countdown.
Unbelievable.
A devastating slam. And you see his head bounce off the mat like a basketball.
He doesn't care. If he got triangled, he just doesn't care. He lifts him up and he slams everybody down. He did it with Sakuraba, with many other fighters, and now he does it with Arona. What a powerhouse.
And there is now no doubt about it. The king of the slam wants to be the king of the middleweight division, having just served notice to Vanderlei Silva that, hey, my friend from Brazil, a rematch is in my sights.
Wow, and this time he's going to have the preparation and no fight before. You know, that could be a really entertaining fight. He and Vanderlei, my God, that's going to be a slugfest.
And of course, Ricardo Arona is now back on his feet, wondering what happened to him, as we take one look more here at this devastating slam.
Oh, I always say positioning first, and this is what Arona should have done. Once you get lift, let go of your legs. Do not let yourself get slammed down.
You know, Vanderlei
should have
Silva
opened the guard,
and
Arona.
Yuki Kondo have to settle their business first, and that'll happen later this year. But once that is all settled, it will be Quinton Rampage Jackson vying for the Pride Middleweight Championship.
Ah, now I see it. You see, he got a headbutt. He headbutted his own head on Arona, and that's why he received the cut. I saw it in the last slam. So it was not the kick, it was they were bouncing heads.
The fans congratulating the victor here tonight. Quinton Jackson is your winner at Critical Countdown.
And here we see Arona, he's not happy with it, and like I said, with the slam, he got headbutted too, so the headbutt could have something to do with it, that he got KO'd. He got slammed, but on top of that, Quinton's head rammed into his head.